Hola clase. Hoy vamos a repasar el pretérito. Okay, so we're going to take a few minutes today and review the preterite tense. First up, what is the preterite tense? Okay, remember that the preterite is the past tense that tells exactly what happened in the past. That action, when you use the preterite, is considered to be done and over with. So I ate breakfast at 8 o'clock, and then I left at 8:15. To form the past tense in English, you would typically just add ed to the end of the verb. The examples you can see here, I talked or we danced. The formation is not quite that simple in Spanish. Okay, there's just another step. Okay, so you see here 2 steps to form the preterite. Step 1, you've got to drop the ending. So drop the AR, ER, or IR. Next, you're going to add the endings. If you have an AR verb, your AR preterite endings are a, aste, o, amos, astes, aron. If you have an ER or an IR verb, your endings are I, iste, io, imos, istes, ieron. Just like last year, we will show the vosotros for all tenses. We will practice it, but it will never be on test or quizzes. Okay, let's take a look at a few verbs to see if we can conjugate in the preterite. Okay, here we have hablar. Hablar means to speak. I've already taken care of step 1 for you. I've dropped the AR. So here you're left with the verb's stem, and you just need to add the endings. Now, you'll remember from our preterite song last year that AR preterite is a, aste, o, amos, aron. Okay, so plug those endings in. On your note guide, hopefully you got hablé, hablaste, habló, hablamos, hablastes, hablaron. Notice these accents in the yo and the el, ella, usted form, those are very important. Okay, especially here, you need to distinguish between the present and the preterite tense. If you don't accent, you have written the present tense, I speak. Plus, you can hear a slight difference in pronunciation. For present tense, your stress is on the first syllable. You say yo hablo. For the preterite, your stress is on the second syllable. Él habló. Okay? Let's take a look at comer. Comer is an ER verb. Okay, so step 1, we've dropped our ending, and we're down to the stem of the verb. Then we need to add our endings. You'll remember from our preterite song last year that ER, IR forms are I, iste, io, imos, ieron. Okay, so on your note guide, hopefully you filled out this conjugation. Comí, comiste, comió, comimos, comistes, comieron. Okay, now let's do some practice. Here I have 6 sentences for you. I would like for you to pause the video after we do number 1 and work through these conjugations in the preterite. You will have to be familiar with the verbs in Spanish because I've only provided you with the English. We'll go ahead and do number 1 together. It says, I read the itinerary yesterday. The verb to read is leer. Okay, so step 1, remove the ER. Step 2, add the yo form ending. Okay, hopefully you would have written down leí, L-E-I, accent on the I. Okay, please pause me and work through numbers 2 through 6 on your own. Okay, repasemos. Number 2, she left. Ella salió. Número 3, we bought tickets. Nosotros compramos los boletos. 4, you checked the luggage. Tú facturaste el equipaje. 5, they wrote the letter. Ellos escribieron la carta. 6, I studied. Yo estudié. Okay, so that was a short, quick refresher on the preterite tense. If you have additional questions or comments, please leave that in your note guide. You may also see the notes provided on page 65 of your textbook.